Yo, welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. And this is episode 3. Yeah. Um, I just wanted to, do a surprise episode real quick. Got a special guest coming tonight by the name of Manuela. So we gonna wait to her to join the live. We supposed to have done this face to face, but to unseen circumstances, we gonna do it on here. But yeah, I'm just waiting on my home girl to come up in here so we can talk. So yeah, can you add yourself, friend? Yeah, it's like hopefully it works. So whew. Yeah, we just gonna wait for her to get up in here so we can get this rolling. Let me see. Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey. I'm good. Hold up real quick. Let me adjust you to my so I can really hear you. Ooh wee.
Don't
What's
laugh
up?
at me. I'm I'm here.
Yeah, barely.
No, I need to take some Benadryl and some melatonin and pass out.
Oh my God, yeah. Like I feel you. I know how that is. It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this weather change ain't no joke. It has me feeling horrible.
Oh yeah. Man, I just hope I don't get sick because usually like I have a horrible immune system, so I just hope it don't catch on with me. I just hope that like it bypass me. So
I think you should be good. Just take some Zicam and you'll be good.
yeah, yeah, because it was funny because like when you said that at first, I was like Prozac. It comes sort of like Prozac cousin or somebody, but yeah. I'm like what?
No, no, that's the stuff you take when you feel like you're starting to get sick. It usually kind of takes it away.
Right on, right on. But yeah, welcome back. We be having fun.
I know.
Like our episodes really be epic. Like, you know, like pretty much it's like you always bring something to the platform like in a positive way. And a lot of people learn from us and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
So,
that you came back.
well, thank you for having me back.
Yeah, always, you always got a spot here.
You know,
So
hey, I'll be the co-pilot, co-host.
yeah, on that, it's all love. It's all love. I know that last time you interview me, my crazy toxic ass, but
Yep. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that was fun. It's just, when you're doing this, when you pretty much on camera, a lot of people forget that you're still a real person. You go
Hmm.
through stuff like that. So I was able to vent that night and stuff.
Just a little bit. Just a
Yeah,
little tiny bit. And
yeah, I know
what's
that
on the agenda for today?
well, just like we had discussed, I feel like we should talk about betrayal.
Ooh.
Fake friends, scandalous ass. Because I'm on one with this one because this really needs to be addressed. Just the fakeness of today's society. Just everybody just wants to just perp and duplicate and a lot of carbon copies in today's society. So I feel like I felt the need to address some things and stuff. So, we could take turns, so we can play on each other's opinions about that.
Oh,
So, did you
it's,
ever go through something like that? Like, as far as like, somebody, stabbed you in the back or whatever?
have I?
Yeah, I understand.
It's a,
I just want to hear your thoughts
it's a,
about it. Your experience.
yeah, no, I've had a lot of experience with betrayal.
Well, I'm
Got a
listening.
divorce under my belt,
Yeah,
a lot of wasted time and energy. You
man.
get it from friends, coworkers, people you love, family, a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, and like the worst thing about that is it never comes from the people that hate you. It's always the people that you love and people that
Hmm.
love you. And I never pretended or carried myself like I was Mr. Perfect because ain't no perfect human being, especially all the things I experienced out here.
Yeah.
It's impossible to have a clean slate, but we just live in a society that people just expect perfection. There's no
Mhm.
perfection or
There's
perfect
no
people.
room for flaws or no room for mistakes.
Correct.
Mhm.
And I
You
still,
gotta
it's
do it
crazy.
right the first time. Can't. Ain't no redos.
No. And it's just crazy because I have this aura about me that draw people to me. And they just expect me to live up to their expectations, which is impossible because I will be in the friendship or the relationship or just the union for all the wrong reasons. Because if
Yeah.
anything, I'm genuine, I'm sincere. Now, it's all about how you come at me. If you come at me as a friend, then I'm cool. If you come at me as a prostitute, then I'm gonna treat you like a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's all about how you come at me.
Hmm.
Because I'm a real dude by any means necessary. Because at the end of the day, all I got is my principles, my morals, and this and that. But I just treat people the same way how I want to be treated.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard for people to bend the knee or be the bigger person these days because everybody just trying to match energies, which causes more conflict when you could just be upfront and set boundaries
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like boundaries. When you set the boundaries, that's when you find out who's
Oh,
really
hell
with you and who
yeah.
ain't. Especially when you ain't never had boundaries with them.
Mm-hmm. All the
That's
time.
that's how you can really tell.
Oh yeah, because boundaries is like garlic to a vampire or sunlight to a toxic
uh,
to a toxic individual, and and it's just so scary because now I see spirits. I don't see people. I see spirits now. So I
Oh.
can read all people's energies, and a lot of people be like the best looking, the best well kept, but they evil on
Mhm.
the inside. And everyone isn't detecting those type of things because they move very low vibrational. And when you have just knowledge yourself and sense of who you are, you just know who you're dealing with
Mhm.
because demons isn't always ugly. They
Yeah.
beautiful. They handsome.
You
Like
got to
that.
deal with everybody accordingly as to how they treat you.
Yeah, I be trying because it be so hard because you won't pay back. You want revenge sometimes, and I be lying to everybody else that I never conjure up a plan to um
to
commit something.
to try and do something back, you had to get your get back, huh?
hmm Yeah, yeah. But now I just look at everything as my success would be my best revenge
Mhm.
because
It is.
it would keep me from losing my freedom. It would keep me from going to jail. Like my best revenge to you is for you to watch me shine, watch me calipo,
Mhm.
watch me elevate, watch me evolve into
Yep.
true potential.
Yep. That's how
And,
it should be.
Mhm.
Instead of trying to fight level with them, just elevate above them.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just crazy. Like people hate me for just stupid ass. I have people hate me because I'm tall, because I'm a giant and they short.
Hey,
And
wait a minute. Wait, wait a
hey,
minute.
I ain't talking about you.
Okay,
I ain't
I was
say
gonna.
women, but there's men that hates me because I'm a giant, that I'm 6'5". I didn't have no control of that.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey.
because it's hard to believe that I was short. I was a short kid. I was like, I would say around eighth grade, I was 5'6". And then the summer going to the ninth grade, that's when I hit 6'2". So I had that growth spurt and I kept growing and stuff. Like I would say by 12th grade, senior year at the high, I was at 6'4". And then I stopped growing at 20. That's when I became 6'5". But I just have people be like, man, I wish I had your height and this and that. Like, it must be good to be tall. I'm like, no, the hell it ain't, because everybody knows.
I mean, but you could reach everything.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
gotta get chairs and step stools, and I can't even reach the top of the fridge.
uh, but it just makes you an easy target because everybody wants to fight you. People be sizing you up, and I'm be like, damn, like I'm not here for that. I'm just here to try to have a good time, or I'm just here to enjoy the scenery. I ain't trying
Hmm.
to fight nobody.
I ain't even trying to get into anything. Just let
Oh
me
yeah,
be.
because I would say I'm a teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? I'm the teddy bear that be at the fair and shit that you win and shit when you play them games. But when you fuck with me, I'm a grizzly bear. Like when
Hey.
bears attack, that's me. When you fuck with me, because I'm such the coolest person, but I just don't let nobody play with me. I don't let nobody disrespect me, because them, you know, truths be in the jokes.
They
You know
sure
how
do.
people Because how people would, know, they would like hate on you or they would throw a diss out on you, but then they would put it in a joke and then they would laugh. And then you would just kind of like sit there like, no, this motherfucker didn't insult me. You know?
Hmm.
Like I'm so dumb to the point that I can't comprehend what they trying to say.
Yeah, they
And
try to play it off.
yeah, yeah. And I cut that off really quick. I don't care who you are and stuff because I can't speak about injustice when I let people oppress me. You know, I would be an oxymoron. I'd be a walking contradiction. So
Mhm.
I let
Yeah.
people know real quick, like, hey, like chill the fuck out before you get slapped.
We don't need to see that side.
Oh no, oh no. And I think and it's crazy because like I think if anybody ever saw me fight on live, I think that would be the most views I ever gotten because people gravitate to negativity, they gravitate to
The
drama,
drama.
to all the wrong things. But when you speak in awareness and you speaking from a conscious state, you get ignored. You know, they
Mhm.
when you doing some good shit instead of blowing some shit up. You know what I'm saying? And that's wrong because I've really just from like when I started, I really wanted to make a difference, and I did everything that I set out to do.
Oh, my phone fell. Whoops.
Hey, it happens. You know, everybody don't have a ring light like me, so you good.
I know. I see. I got my light, but the little thing that holds the phone broke. So
Oh
my
yeah,
little my flower pot is holding my phone up right now.
man, you could have asked me. I got an extra one for you.
I'll have to get that one off for you.
Oh
Yeah, because
yeah.
the kids was playing with my light and they broke it.
Oh man.
Just the piece that holds the phone up.
Oh, that'd be scary when you break something of mama shit. Oh my god, I used to just be so scared, and because I remember, I don't know if she watching. She probably gonna, well, she probably know about it, but I remember,
You finna tell on yourself again.
yeah, ain't like I can get grounded.
you you be telling on yourself every time I come on your show.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, it's better to hear it from me than somebody else, but no, but I remember like I was playing around her stereo system, pretty much her entertainment center, and I had broke the glass that closed the entertainment center, and oh my god, like I was just like shitting bricks when that happened because I was like, what can I do or what can I say? Because you know,
You can't even make
kick
that
my
back.
ass. I'm finna get them one of them Jackson 5 whoopings. So I
Uh
had
huh.
to conjure up this story. So I told her somebody broke her the house and they didn't take anything, but they broke her entertainment center. Man, I got towed up that day.
I bet. You could have came up with a better excuse than that.
Hey, hey, shoot, you ain't smart when you scared, so you make anything up. So, but I was just trying to get my sister to take the fall for me because I was so
She said,
scared. And look, I washed the dishes for a whole week. Just take this one for me, please, please, please take this from me. So,
take this fall for me, please, because I can't do it. I got you next time.
mm, yeah, because everybody was bigger than me when I was little. So, man, it was scary. It was one of those things that, uh, like now, because I tower over everybody. I'm still scared of my mama. I don't care. Like it, it's a
my
long
mama
term
is my
X.
mama is in heaven, and I'm still scared of her. So I still
Mm-hmm.
watch what I say. Like, hold, look, don't even come try to
Yeah.
harm me, cause uh-uh.
Oh yeah, to like my brother, like they can still come to your dreams and stuff like that.
No, my kids. I think my kids are her reincarnation. My two younger ones, because and they have her temper, and they're just short little mean people, and that was my mama.
Well, my mom's the total opposite because she was 6'1". Now she 5'9" and stuff because she's shrinking, but she still like got that effect on me. Like she still
Hmm.
can tell me like, boy, I brought you here. You ain't bring me here. I'm like, yeah, you right, Miss Lady. I don't want no
Hmm.
trouble. Problem.
Like some days, you brought me here. You can take me out. Just take me out. I'll be okay.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. And she can only like calm me down when I'm ready to just go thug life on people and stuff like that. She knows what to say to calm me down, and it just I always, just try to just tell everyone who may have like an estranged relationship with either their parent or their sibling or their child. Like, look, it ain't that serious, whatever y'all mad about, because at the end of the day, we all have an expiration date, and you're gonna feel so bad if they die.
Mhm.
I can be mad at you for a minute, but I can't be mad at you for an hour. You
Yeah,
know?
because you really don't know when anybody's time is gonna be. The It's crazy out here now.
Mhm. Very crazy. And should we all we got? Like I was
Mhm.
I was just say like just people just don't understand. Just they think they know pain, but they have no idea.
No.
They think um there's certain mishaps that occur in their lives, and I just be listening to it, and I just be absorbing their feelings and how passionate that they are explaining it to me like they're right, like they have a
Mhm.
point. Then after they finish, so they can hear my opinion, I'm like, man, shut your crybaby ass up. Like, you have no idea what you talking about. Like, you don't know or have no war stories. Like, I have war stories like a motherfucker. Like, just to be at my age, and I experienced so much. I experienced homelessness. I experienced just a true heartbreak. Losing someone that I look just like. That I favor,
Mhm.
and just looking at the mirror, and it feel like you being teased. You know what I'm saying? And and I just it hurts. It really hurt
Yeah.
a lot. But I just try to just inform people like you don't have no idea how good you have it. You take a lot for granted, and you need to really sit down and evaluate what you're so angry about, because you have
Mhm.
really nothing to be angry about, especially if you have a good support system when you
Yeah.
really didn't have to do it on your own. Because I know a lot of my friends who were sheltered, who have both parents and this and that, but they choices have put them in bad predicaments.
Mhm.
Can't blame everybody when you put yourself in a situation, or you put yourself in a place that you didn't belong.
Mhm.
It didn't work out because you didn't belong there.
Yep. So a lot of people like to do that though.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a lot of times it's really rare to find someone who just accept accountability, because when
Yeah, nobody wants to anymore.
oh,
They'll fight you tooth
no.
and nail and be wrong. I knew somebody that could do it right in front of your face. They would sit there, do it right in front of your face, but fight tooth and nail that they did not do that. No, I didn't do it, but I just saw you do it. I just saw it. Like, hold on a second. How you gonna tell me what I saw?
Yeah, and they just avoid you now. They either avoid you, or like they stick around because I'm a public figure, so my page public. So I don't be blocking nobody. I don't hide from nobody. So, but I see them. You know what I'm saying? Like this, that story tells it all. That story tells
Mhm.
it. And I'm just like, why you keeping me on surveillance and stuff like that? I hate when people do that. Like the ones who don't like, don't comment, don't share, don't post anything, but they watching what you do. And I'm like, damn, I ain't realized I was so important in people's lives like that to be watching
to
me.
to some people. you know, that's just that's just how they are.
Yeah, it's funny how niggas say they're not the police, but they acting like they're the police or with the police right now. Cause I would think you wearing a wire or something, or you trying to infiltrate my organization. You know, if you
Hmm.
all this shit, but I don't get it. You know, I find it very hilarious. It's comedy sometimes because if anything, I'm more focused on my shit. I'm focused on my angels and I focus on my demons. And I don't got no time to be trying to fix anybody or trying to heal people. If
Hmm.
anything, I just try to provide inspiration, motivation, or just something to give you a kickstart and just really give you a different perspective on life and things and really realize like, damn, like I gotta get my shit together. You know,
Hmm.
but I feel like if you're not trying to give anybody an epiphany, then you really haven't accomplished anything.
No, now especially in your type of platform, you got if because you're speaking to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
your YouTube. I was just going through. You had tagged me in a memory from like last year, and you were saying how that Urban Mystics guy just last year, how he liked you and commented on your thing. Now you done had him on your show and all types of stuff. It's crazy how things can change in a year.
Man, and it's funny because it's like um I never thought that I was going to actually meet him. I was a big fan of his music for many years, and just so happened he was like liking my posts and he was watching my stories and stuff like that. So I just took it upon myself to just write him and message him and say, hey man, I got this platform. I would like for you to be on it. And at first I thought it was somebody with a fake page. I thought it was a fake page.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like the night that we was gonna do it. So he was like a few minutes late, and I was like, dang, like I'm gonna look crazy after I promoted this and still
I know you done had it all
everybody.
out there, and
So the moment he popped up, man, my whole face just like dropped. Like I was like, ah,
you
it was
did the little scream.
uh, but I did it like internally, but that's how I
You
felt.
said internally.
But
You
that's how
wanted to
I
jump
felt.
up and down, huh?
But like I said,
Yeah, because you never know who's watching. You never know who the extent to where your platform reaches. You never really know because it could be, international soon.
oh
Could,
yeah.
you know?
And that's the goal because I just always thought big and big things been happening because I think big and I manifest
Mm-hmm.
things. And this has been one great journey for me. Just after, falling short, just engaging into bad things and just just being wild for many years and this was I would say like this was my redemption of
Yes.
myself, not for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't did this for anybody else. But hey, everybody, I'm not a bad person anymore. Forgive me, love me. Fuck that shit. Like I look at it like this was for me. This was to get
Mm-hmm.
on track because people who was there when I was wilding out and out of control abandoned me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to face my problems and I had to take a long look in the mirror and say like, do I want this to be the last chapter of my life? Do I want to be remembered for being reckless? Because I feel like everybody deserves a second
Mm-hmm.
chance, just at something. it's all about if you want it. You know, I can't make
Yeah, you
anybody.
can't force somebody to want to change. They have to do the same exact thing you did, sit in your mess until you decided to come up out of it. And that's just some people don't want to do that. They don't want to sit down and think like, oh dang, where have I been going wrong? Like
Yeah.
you're just so worried about everybody doing you wrong and nobody's perfect, so
Oh, absolutely. And I just look at that like how a seed becomes a plant or becomes a flower. You know, they look at the flower when it's finished, but they don't really sit back and think about the roots.
what it takes to grow that flower, what it takes. It's been through storms, it's been through floods, rain, sunshine, snow. You know, there's always a dormant period before the seeds really, start to bloom.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And that's why I'm so comfortable tell everybody that, you know, I reached that dormant period because they only see the success and stuff like that, but they didn't see the tears, sleepless
Hmm.
night, um, losing my hair. It was a time that I broke out in hives because I was stressing and just having to figure out how to become a man after losing the man that meant a lot to me. Being the
Hmm.
only man in my family now and having
Yeah.
that pressure under me, just like, you know, with you as a mother, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
I know that you have your moments when, you know, when everybody sleep and you cry, but then you wake up the next morning and get on your shit.
Mm. Oh yeah. Especially because I have four young ladies to raise.
Mm-hmm.
There's that's it's a lot.
I
But
I thought I had a huge burden, man. I got two to raise and to look out for. Even though they have their fathers and stuff like that,
hmm
I'm there.
but it's always
You know?
nice to have a lot of positive male figures in, you know, a young lady's life. Like my girls have their dad, but they also have my dad, they have my nephews, they have, their uncles, and it's nice for them to have all of that, not just one person there for them, but they have like a whole squad to go behind them.
Absolutely. And it takes a village. And I
Hmm.
get to people so many times because I had stepped up to a responsibility that wasn't mine. It wasn't my responsibility to help raise my nieces and stuff like that. But like just being with them over the weekend, it felt like the old days because I was an uncle at 18 years old. So
Huh.
watched them
Yeah.
crawl, watched them walk, change their diapers, and taught them how to ride a bike. You know, I was there from just the beginning, and then now like they're 16 and 10 years old, and I could still pick them up at the same time too. So I'm grateful that they ain't stronger than me yet, but they will. But
Yeah.
I remember just talking to my oldest niece, and she's 16 now, and I was just in the bed watching TV, just chilling. And then she came to me and she sat next to me and laid on my chest, and she was like, "I missed you so much" and stuff.
Oh,
And I was like,
these
you
kids
know,
sure know how to tug at your heartstrings.
yeah, I me, her little sister be doing that, be trying to finesse me. Cause she sat on, cause her little sister sat on my lap, and then she was like, "Uncle Will, you got some money?" I'm like, "No, I don't got no money. Shoot, I got go through it with you too.
Uh-huh.
But she,
No, that's all these kids nowadays. Because my girls do do the same exact thing. They're like, Mom, you know how much I love you, and I'm like, what do you need? What do you want, child? So can you
yeah,
cash at me? You know what?
yeah,
I knew
I
it was
told
too
her I
good to
don't
be
got it,
true.
but yeah, I told her these bills kicking your uncle's ass right now, but I just enjoyed that because at that age and stuff like that, I'm the last thing that they're thinking about. But
Hmm. Yeah, at that age, they're and getting into boys, getting into all that stuff. So you got to
yeah,
cherish it while you have it.
oh, sure, I do. I because it was like a lot of things that I couldn't explain to her because she was 8 years old when all this happened, and she really thought I was just her Superman. Because I never showed my despair to her, but now I can really just talk to her, and so she can get a better understanding that I'm human, and
Hmm.
the best I could. It's a lot of times that I failed, and it was a lot of times that I came through, but I did what I could. There's no manual on how to be an uncle. There's no manual on how to be a mother like yourself. So
Hmm.
you do the best you can. So, so I just have to
Yep.
really,
We both learning along the way.
yeah.
that's,
So,
that-
so
that's just what it is.
yeah. So it's just like now that she's about to be 18, and I really realizing like, damn, evolution is so real. Just you could just remember when you was this age, and now you just reaching like in your mid 30s and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and I'm just
I
really trying
know.
to really boss up now because all this trying to win a popularity contest shit, like this shit lame. That shit lame now. Like I don't do this for clout. I do this so I can really show them what a man is and what kind of guy to look for, like as far as qualities, as far as characteristics, um, mindset, just making sure that they choose wisely in a
Hmm.
partner. Because it's just so many people not thinking deep. They're not choosing the right person to procreate with, and they're just passing down these generational curses. And
Well, the people nowadays are they're just doing it to do it, and when they end up pregnant, they act shocked that a baby came out of what they just did. They ain't thinking about who they having the baby with. They just think about that moment, and then they end up with that kid. And
yeah, and that's unfair. It's always like that now, and people look at me like I'm a red flag because I don't have any, and I'm like, I thought it was a good thing to be responsible. Like, why is it's warning signs? Like, why I get a warning label, but the nigga with 7 kids by 7 different women, he gets a pass. Like, kind of shit is that? But they have a baby by that dude, knowing he don't take care of his, knowing his track record, knowing his history. That's crazy. That's backwards.
it really is. But that's how it is nowadays.
I'm
That's how it is. I look. Make sure you get the right person when you have a baby, because that'll that's a whole different type of level of stress. If y'all don't get along, or if the woman uses the baby against you, or the man don't want to take care of his kids because you don't want to give them none, it's just it's just sucky out here now.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And then you have, those who just don't learn from other people's mistakes. Because, I don't like women who has children and stuff like that. Because I'm a big kid myself. Shoot, I'm probably like the first person in the living room during Saturday morning cartoons and stuff. Big bowl of Apple Jacks or something. I'm that dude because I'm very youthful and stuff like that. So I try not to allow myself to be too serious, but I can be serious. I can be direct, but I try not to allow myself to be a buzzkill because me and my nieces and my nephew, we have fun and stuff. But I just let them know, like, look, I'm not your friend, but you can
Hmm.
always count on me to be there. You can talk to me about anything. But I'm grown, you know what I'm saying? So as long as you respect me and I respect you, we good. Like we
Hmm.
can live happily ever after. But I just also have to be very stern and very assertive and very understanding, very compassionate, and we get along just fine and stuff. But I'm still like wondering, if I'm gonna have a family because everybody like, oh, it's gonna be too late for you. And I'm like, look, if Too Short can have a baby at 50, then I can have a baby,
You could probably have a baby at 70.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
swimmers are still going to swim. They still going to work.
yeah, for real. You know,
But do you want to have a kid at 70?
I just
Probably not. But
no, I mean, I just look at it like, you know, a tree has branches, but every tree don't have the same branch. Some of them have long branches and some of them have short branches.
yeah.
But I just feel like, I don't want to rush it, and I'm being patient and stuff like that because I always wanted to be a father before I be pretty much. I want to say just a father, but I wanted to be a husband first
Hmm.
before I became a father.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be no baby daddy, I just it. Ooh, no, but it's just a lot of. It's just people don't really take account of like their family tree because once you look at your family tree and you look at the people that was here before you, their names, sometimes you get a picture of them,
Hmm.
occupation, and it just empowers you to continue that tradition
Yeah.
because people gonna be looking at who we were 100 years from now, and
Hmm.
when they see my name, if I do have descendants and stuff like that, because I'm going to have descendants because my sister kids and stuff, but
Yeah.
if their great uncle or whatever, they go like, dang, my uncle was the host of the 1804 show. Oh, dang, my uncle did over 400 episodes. Damn, my uncle was this, my uncle was that. That's empowering. That's what motivate your bloodline
Hmm.
for heights because we really didn't have people to really empower us because we came from bondage and we came from havoc, terrorism, and racism, Jim Crow, and all this other stuff. But it's just really important that you know where you came from and you know who you came from
Hmm.
to empower you to do great and raise the bar. And I'm been trying to raise the bar for so long because I was able to find out who my peoples is and the great things we done. and
Yeah.
I wanted to do that because my name, my name's so crazy because I got the same name as my grandfather's uncle, and he was lynched in Mississippi at the age of 19,
Okay.
and I got the same name as the dude who was lynched in Omaha, Nebraska back in 1919 during Red Summer. And I got the same name as Christopher Addicks, the first black man who died in the Revolutionary War. I'm named after his slave master. So I was like, damn. but
you
but
you got to
yeah,
bring a different take on
besides the
that name.
yeah, so besides So besides the last part, I knew I was gonna go through some bullshit throughout my whole life because of my name, but my name is sacred to me because
Yeah.
I can overturn that because those people who passed away or who was murdered with that name, they didn't get the opportunity to do great things. They remembered for their murders and stuff like that. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
be remembered for my greatness and for my heart and the way I treated people, the way that I motivated people and impact people, and that's what I really want to do. And that's what I
Yeah.
live.
Hey, just keep on doing it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm just so proud of you because from like the first episode, like I that you was really skeptical and you was like man, who in the hell is this dude? Like I don't even know him and stuff like that. And it's just to see,
I know.
you
I
know,
was like, I'm a nobody. What you want me on this show for? I just have the crazy lives and stuff sometimes.
yeah. I mean, shoot, I used to watch him, but I knew no,
I don't do that much anymore.
no, but like I said, like we both came a long way from the first time we met, and just seeing the growth, just, seeing that, because like I said, I knew that it was something deeper about you. Probably like the people that you was hanging around with didn't know. I knew that you was better than that, what you was displaying. But other than that, I'm very happy and I'm very privileged that you trusted me with your testimony. And
Because I was like, dang, I'm finna go on this show. I would wonder what kind of questions he finna ask.
I mean, I feel like I was fair. I'm not Vlad. What I'm saying? I'm not messy, but we did hit some layers. We did hit some key points and stuff like that, and I feel like just from our episodes, a lot of people can learn just from us because we vibe so well and stuff like that, and I just try to take every episode and just cherish it because
hmm
it's just not everybody is willing to talk to a complete stranger. Even people that knew me for a long time, like they was just really skeptical about it. And then after they finished, they felt better. They said like, man, after I did your show, man, I went home and got the best sleep I had in years. I'm like, hey man, don't credit me for that.
hmm
That was you finally getting you suppressed out.
Yeah, yeah, just letting it out. It's been a big difference from a year ago until now.
Yeah, yeah, because you just never know like what's holding you back, and people hold you back, and I had to let a lot of people go that I feel that didn't see my vision, and we gotta really stop including everybody. Because sometimes I bless
Mhm.
them just for you, not everybody else.
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with that, knowing that, okay, I love you, but you can't come with me and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you have plenty of chances to grow. You have plenty of chances to change your patterns, your mindset, but you refused and you stayed the same.
Mhm.
And you can't expect to still be that same person that you accustomed to or that you comfortable around or you comfortable with talking to when I'm slowly but surely reaching my highest potential. I'm reaching my purpose and stuff.
Mhm.
Sometimes that purpose is going to interfere with work, your job, sometimes family
Yeah.
and stuff. And because I'm just so wrapped up into this to the point that people don't even recognize me anymore. As far as, I'm telling them about Machiavelli, oh, read this book, watch this documentary, um, you know, change your diet and this and that. Because I've been really applying pressure, just not just with the show, but when I'm off air, like feels good that like I lost almost 40 pounds now, growing my hair out and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Didn't have that before and stuff. And um just really just allow myself to be out in the open, but in a spiritual way and just really getting in tune with everything else that I felt I could have released years ago, but I was just so worried about what people would think and this and that. Now I'm like, fuck people, and I'm going.
Mhm.
And if you don't like this reincarnation of me, then you don't have to be around it. I'm enjoying the beauty and the handsome within myself. So,
Mhm. Yeah, you let go of all that extra stuff and all that stress, and I think most of our stress comes from worrying about what everybody else thinks.
oh yeah, and then it don't even turn out the way you even think. But everyone think that overthinking is bad. At least you're thinking, but you're thinking about the wrong things. But at least you're thinking. A lot of people don't even think, like they just existing. They're not living, and
Mhm.
people just operating with their bodies, but they're not using their brain. And what's the point
Yeah.
of the brain if you don't use it?
Yeah.
And that's all. Just realize that I can't make everybody happy. I can't please everybody,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make mistakes. But that's cool because I'm in the flesh. I'm in the vessel. But at the end of the day, I mean, when I take my last breath and I'm gone, depending on if I'm in a hospital bed or if I'm on my deathbed, or if I'm just going to bed and I don't wake up, like I left it all on the table. That's what
Mhm.
it's about for me. And I can go into eternal life knowing that I did all I could to
Mhm.
make my life better.
And that's
Yeah,
that's
I
the
know.
that's the best way to do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, because I be having it. I just be having these dreams, man. Like last night, I dreamt I was in Beverly Hills. I don't know how the fuck I got there, but I was in Beverly Hills shopping. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I got this money, but I'm looking at my wrist. I got a Rolex and just designer stuff. And
You
even
better
though I would never wear,
manifest it. That's just manifestations coming to mind.
yeah. So I have these dreams of being successful, and just knowing that like the course that is taken upon now is just my confirmation, and
Yeah.
it's watching famous people tell their stories and how they came up and stuff like that. and I just take their story and I pin it out to what's going on with me now. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna happen, but it's just ain't gonna happen the way that it happened for them, but it's gonna happen in my own way.
Mm-hmm.
But I just tell everyone just keep pushing. Don't allow your current situation to hold you back from your dreams because it's just so many people who think settling is the American dream. You know, go to school, get a job, pay bills, take care of your family, and die. They think that's
Yeah.
the American dream, but that's not there.
No.
You know, you gotta live life, you gotta travel, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
be able to travel. I want to see the world and stuff like that, and just really um, take trips to these um, tribes and stuff like that, and just because I really wanted to go to Mexico to see one of those Mayan pyramids.
Yeah.
That's what I really want to go because I know that we built them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really want to do. Forget all that typical vacation spots and stuff like that. I want to go to
You want to
something
go where
that,
the education lies,
mm-hmm,
where you can learn something.
because I just will be so astounded just with like, wow, you know, and just give give thanks and stuff like that. Because um, with this history stuff, you know, I try to be understanding. I don't try to act like I'm a know-it-all because I didn't know it all, you know, at that time. So I try to be very understanding, but it's really hard to do that when people come up as condescending and stuff like that, or try to play you because you live in their city and stuff like that. I'm like, so you make it seem like everybody from Saginaw are ignorant. I'm not ignorant. You know, I'm very intelligent and very articulate, and I really take just the time out to really tell and provide these stories because I just feel like it's my responsibility to let people know that this person exists, this will happen to them, but this is what's the impact, this is what's the aftermath of what happened to them, and gotta be able to pass these stories on because they trying to rewrite history. You know, and Florida tripping. I don't know if you've been hearing about it, but they took
Mm-mm.
Harriet Tubman. Um, no, not Harriet Tubman. Excuse me, but they took Rosa Parks' story and they took out the term race in the history books
Why?
because they trying to
To
frame
dim
it like,
down.
yeah, they're trying to dumb it down instead of be just straight up with it.
Uh-huh.
And
Like, this is what happened. That was history. Like you can't change history.
yeah,
You can't erase it. You can't add to it. You got to tell it like it was.
yeah, and I just tell people like if you don't know your history, you bound to repeat it, and history is repeating itself because Mississippi tripping right now. So I advise everybody who's copper color get the hell out of Mississippi really quickly because they finna be wilding. But to me, I feel like when they passed that bill, that Jim Crow bill, I feel like yes, because it's time for niggas to understand that it's us against them, not I would say all white people because all white people ain't bad, but it's those ones who inherited their parents or their grandparents'
Their
beliefs,
beliefs.
and they wanted things to go back to how it was, and y'all so quick to attack a person like me because we can be the new lynch mob sometimes, and we don't even realize it. Because in a lynch mob, it was hundreds, it was thousands, that were gathered and see a black man, black woman, or a black child strung up a tree, shot 100 times, limbs cut off, little bit of everything that you can barely imagine. But
Yeah.
we attack each other that way. And I'm just providing you a true account. I'm not out here hurting nobody. I ain't did anything, but it's just we just have that so badly and stuff like that. I feel like it should happen more often because it would teach us unity. It would teach us that we have to stay on code. We have to be there for each other. We have to stick together, and don't have that these days because it's all about flexing, stunting. We trying to make our broke look good to the next person.
Yeah.
And we need to stop that. And we just need to just have this understanding. Like, look, we don't have to all like each other, but we have to be on one accord.
Mm-hmm.
One down, we are down type thing. And that's how I look at it. But everybody's not me, so.
No. Everybody has different views. Everybody has different opinions. All
Absolutely.
you can do is hit them. All you can do is hit them with the facts, and then just keep on pushing. Because some
Mm-hmm.
people will argue with you about the color of the sky. They'll argue with you about the color of the grass. They'll argue with you about the color of dirt just for the sake of arguing.
Yeah, at that point, I just walk away because you're not about to stress me out with your stupidity. So I don't have any patience.
Yeah, because you got a lot of them out there like that now.
Mm. Oh, absolutely. When you speaking truth, you're gonna be attacked, but a liar is embraced. A liar is praised. Shit, a rat who snitched on 100 people will come home and get a parade, you know what I'm saying? Or get likes and get views and stuff like that. And it's just crazy. So that's when I knew that the streets was dead from that point on. But I just have to realize I'm doing the right thing, and when you do the right thing, you're gonna be in the right places. You're gonna meet the right people, and
Yeah.
that's how I look at it. But friend, I know that. Dang, we've been on the phone. We've been here like for an hour.
It's been an hour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, my SpongeBob is playing in the room already.
Hell, hell, we
I
like we
said, I said after I get off with you, I'm popping my Benadryl and my melatonin, and I'm finna go to bed. I'm finna be in a coma.
yeah.
I got my SpongeBob ready. I got my little space heater on.
Oh yeah, you finna. Oh shit, you good. So, like I said, I
Mhm.
told you, like, we really gonna have to have a SpongeBob night or something like that. Like the first 3 seasons. So just let me know. You know what I'm saying? But I always enjoy talking to you, Wella.
Yeah. Always tell on yourself.
Man, I can't help it. Best to hear from me than somebody else.
Yep. I mean, hey.
It's better to hear it from me than read my FBI file. So,
The FBI man.
cause they coming. I ain't worried about it. But at the end of the day, it's all love. It's all love.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I do enjoy coming on here.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
It's a lot
Hey,
different. It's a lot different being on the live instead
oh
of
yeah,
right
it
there in
is.
front of the camera.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It's cool. You know, like whatever floats your boat. But like I said, I just prefer, you know, to do it in person because you can really like feel the energy and stuff like that.
Hmm.
My house clean. so you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, I was just feeling like crap today. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna have to do it through the live today because I barely made it through work.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Next time it's gonna be good. It's always a pleasure. But
Yeah.
I'll at you.
All righty. Thank you for having me.
Oh, likewise.
I'm finna go get my SpongeBob and I'm finna knock out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get get this work done over here, but I'll hit you up later.
All right, friend. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye. You too. Bye.